Welcome back to another episode of Fun Facts. Today, we will be covering the topic on the various weapons in Robocraft. I have compiled a table just for you guys. Too much information here? No worries. Just focus on these three areas. Please pause the video if you have to. After looking at so many numbers, are you confused? Which weapon has the highest CPU to HP ratio? Which weapon has the highest weapon energy to damage ratio? Which weapon has the highest damage per second? Coming in third place for CPU to HP ratio, we have the Proto Seekers. Coming in second place, we have the Teslas. And finally, the first place goes to the Rails, Lasers, Plasmas and Nanas. As for the bottom three, coming in third place is the Ions and Aeroplax. Coming in second place, we have the Lock-on Missile Launchers and the Plasma Goliathons. And finally, the first place goes to the Laser Leviathans. For weapon energy to damage ratio, coming in third we have Tesla Nova. Coming in second place, we have the Chain Shredders. And finally, the first place goes to the Tesla Rippers. As for the bottom three, coming in third place is the Lock-on Missile Launcher Vipers. Coming in second place, we have the Lock-on Missile Launcher Stingers. And finally, the first place goes to the Proto Seekers. As for DPS, coming in third place we have the Plasma Goliathon. Coming in second place we have the Tesla Novas. And finally, the first place goes to the Ion Distorters. As for the bottom three, the third place goes to the Rail Piercers. Coming in second place, we have the Laser Hornets. And finally, the first place goes to the Laser Wasps. Here is another fact, before I move on to the next topic. As you can see here, Plasma drains the most energy, followed by Lock-on Missile Launcher. And Laser and Aeroflak drains the least amount of energy. These are all just numbers, ultimately it all still goes down to the individual player's skill level. So, take these numbers with a pinch of salt. Enough of weapons, let's move on to the next topic. Do you know which Electro Shield has the highest CPU to HP ratio? Let's find out. The third place goes to Nah. Most of them have the same CPU to HP ratio. As you can see from this table, except for Electro Shield J and K, the rest have the same CPU to HP ratio as health cubes. Just that Electro Shields have a much lighter mass than health cubes. What about cubes? Let's find out. You can see that health cubes and struts have the same CPU to HP ratio, just that health cubes have bonus health boost. And also heliums have the worst CPU to HP ratio, and should only be used when necessary. Next, let's have a look at modules. Which module do you think has the highest CPU to HP ratio? In fact, they are all the same. Take a look, they have the worst CPU to HP ratio, a 52% lower than the helium cubes. Hence, spamming too many modules on your robots might not be ideal. Next up, let's have a look at movement parts. Just focus on these three areas, and please pause the video if you have to. As for the CPU to HP ratio, coming in third, we have the Wing Albatross. Coming in second, we have the Insect Legs. And finally, the first place goes to the Tracks and Mech Legs. As for the bottom 3, the third place goes to the Rudder Eagles. Coming in second, we have the Rudder Falcons. And finally, the first place goes to the Rudder Hawks. In the category of CPU to weight ratio, coming in third, we have the Mech Legs. Coming in second, we have the Tank Track Bisons. And finally, the first place goes to the Tank Track Warthog. As for the lightest 3, the third place goes to the Rotor Blade Assaults. Coming in second, we have the Rudder Falcons. And finally, the first place goes to the Rudder Hawks. In the category of CPU to carry mass, coming in third we have the Tank Track Rhinos. Coming in second, we have the Tank Track Bisons. And finally, the first place goes to the Tank Track Warthogs. As for the bottom 3, coming in third, we have the Rudder Falcons. Coming in second, we have the Wing Hawks. And finally, the first place goes to the Rudder Hawks. Lastly, let's have a look at thrusters. It seems like thrusters with higher CPU have a better stats. Recently, I have passed the 200 subscribers mark, and I would like to take this opportunity to thank all of your guys who have stayed. That is all for today's episode. Hope you have learned something today. Please smash the like button, and comment down below if you would like to see more of such content. And I will see you in the next one.